Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check, 59. 6-man. Alert! Check cross, check 24, check 24. Alert! Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the safety.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Alert, alert, alert. By 52. You ain't got nothing. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Allen now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards. Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
19.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score. And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On third down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
First and 10.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. They'll look to run with Ingram. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play. And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks. Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Hey, check 24. Alert, alert, alert.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
49. Hey, Tuesday. 49. 49's a month. 49's a month. Let's go. 54, Seth. Check. He's checking. Let's go.
Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It's going to be a long day.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on first down, Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, Ryan. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big play, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That one good for 24 yards. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Ryan. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Let's make these babies first. Alert! 6-6, bullet time. Showing up.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Middle. Here we go, D. Anxious.
Allen now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, there's about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen being chased out left. Now the pressure gets to him again. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Here's Ryan to throw. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ito Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And this is caught at the 20. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And